and welcome to Purlfect Pairings. My name is Gayanne and my pronouns are she and her. I'm coming to you from Melbourne, Australia, and this podcast is a place where I share my knitting and I also interview local participants in the Australian wool industry. I'd like to start by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation and pay my respects to their elders past and present. We have a chock-full episode for you today. I'm going to be talking about some finished objects, including the one I'm wearing that I am incredibly excited about. I will take you through some of the WIPS the WIPS that I've been working on. If you follow me on Instagram, you will see that I have had a major case of cast-on-itis. And then I want to talk to you a little bit about some plans and acquisitions, quasi-acquisitions, and a really fun activity that I'll be doing in January. And then what you're probably all here for is the Cowl wrap-up and the announcement of the prize winners. A week or so ago, I was able to catch up with Sanna who is the designer that we were knitting along her sweater patterns, and we hung out and chose the winners for the Cowl. So that will come towards the end. You can feel free to fast forward if you want. I won't be offended. Prizes are fun. So we'll get started. I am wearing the culmination of about a year of knitting. This is my half and half triangles wrap. It's a free pattern by Pearl Soho, and I am just in love with it. I'm loving, so excited to finish this project. I made the bigger size, so as you can see, it's quite ample. I just, got it on backwards. Whoopsie. Anyway, here we go. That's much neater on that seam where they all come together. And it's a bit unruly. Anyway, I have made mine in Holst Super Soft in the colorway Poppy and Scotch Pine, and I love how the looks are so different. So I've got the brown side with some pink, a bit of pink showing through, or alternatively we've got the pink coming around with this beautiful, I would call it an olive green, but I just love it. And I knit it single-stranded, so it's not that heavy. I think with a wrap this size, you've got to be really a bit mindful about how it will end up weighing and having that, well, at least for me, having a lot of weight around my neck can sometimes be a bit less comfortable. Let's see, modifications. I did German short rows, rather than a wrap and turn, and on the edging I slipped the final stitch, so my edges are smoother than just having garter bumps. So I'm just checking my notes. The wrap, or the impetus for finishing it, was to participate in the Cowl being run by Maddie over at Mad About You podcast. You can check out her podcast as well. She has it's going until the 30th of June, and the hashtag to use there is 2023 half wrap along, and you can also sign up for it formally through Maddie's Instagram account. So thank you, Maddie, for giving me the motivation to finish this project. It is, so in talking about this knit with other knitters, people talk about how meditative it is and how some got through it very quickly. I knit on this basically as my commuting knitting for a year, and when I got to the end, I just wanted it finished, and it felt like every row was taking forever. But that's probably more about my perception of it rather than the actual pattern, because when you make the first triangle, you go from a large number of stitches to a short number of stitches, or from the large base of the triangle to the smaller part of the triangle, so the rows get shorter. That was much easier for me than when they got longer for the second triangle. But that said, it's a great construction. It's, I think, versatile depending on the colors that you choose. I would, if I were to do it again, I would probably pick a yarn base that I wanted to spend a year with. The Holst is a fantastic workhorse yarn, and I've also just gotten some more information about washing and blocking it. So I think after Christmas maybe I will try again, because it's still just a bit crunchy here, and I think there's something that I can do to make it softer. So I'll keep you posted on that. But I'm thrilled with it, and it's done. Finished object, yay! Now, on to some WIPs. The first WIP I'd like to share with you today is one that, it's my main WIP, and I am loving working on this. Here it is. This is, whoops, some waste yarn there, or my provisional cast on yarn. This is the Last Long Pullover by Albina McLaughlin. It is a fabulous half fisherman's rib knit sweater that is knit top down from this turtleneck, which I think is going to be so warm, and it's got raglan shaping. You can see this beautiful, and I think I've got about 3 centimeters left to knit before I start the ribbing at the bottom. I am knitting this in a yarn that I purchased in 2022 when I was in the United States visiting my mom and dad, my whole family actually. It's from a shop called WIPS. They do ship internationally, but it's Valley Yarns, Northampton. It is a, where am I? It's 100% wool. It's made in Peru, and the colorway is dark olive heather, and you can really see there the kind of yellow tones that are coming through this really mossy green. The yarn is incredibly soft. It says hand wash, so I'm making the presumption that it's not super washed as well, that it comes from Peru. I think this is just going to be a real workhorse yarn. It's looking fantastic with the rib. You can see there the stitch definition of it. This would make beautiful cables. And I have another sweater quantity in this yarn in, of course, one of my favorite colors, duck egg blue. So I'm looking forward to knitting with that in 2024. The other thing is I've finally got some of these barber cords. I got them from Maker, my local yarn shop, and they're fantastic. And I've used them at least 3 times on this end when we're trying this sweater on. But there it is, the last long pullover. She's got a cardigan as well in this stitch pattern, and I think a beret, which I might make with leftovers because I only have this much left, so the little bit at the bottom and the 2 sleeves, and I think I have 4 skeins left, so I'll look forward to whatever else or what I'm gonna make next with this yarn. And I'm holding it in my gorgeous project bag by Daniela over at A Knitter's Suitcase. She has a lovely podcast as well as an Etsy shop where she sells bags like this and teaser bags like this. And I'll be talking about that in a few minutes. So that's WIP number 1. Now, my announcement about my exciting activity in January is first that I am traveling to the US to see my family again, which is fantastic. It's been about a year and a half, I think, since I last saw them, and I'm really looking forward to catching up with everybody. But it's a long trip, and I thought if I'm going there, I want to do something that's a little bit just for me, for holiday and for relaxing and enjoying myself. So I have booked in to Vogue Knitting Live, and I'm so excited to be going. It will be so much fun. And I thought about the opportunity to really be kind of an ambassador for some Australian designers. So I've immediately cast on 2 new shawls to wear at Vogue Knitting Live so that I can represent some of the designers that I know and love. So the first one is this, and it doesn't look like too much right now, but this is the start of the Trigonometric Shawl by Katrina Walzer of Oliphant Cat, and I love this. So far, this is a 1-color brioche, and it is just these short rows right now I love because I just power through them. Makes me feel like I'm making a lot of progress. And I love this color as well. It reminds me of a blue sky with a bit of puffy clouds. The yarn is another yarn that I picked up in 2022 when I was last in the States. It's by an indie dyer called Dirty Water Dye Works. It's their Lucia DK, which is 75% merino, 25% nylon, in the colorway Cool Waters, which is just a beautiful variegated blue. So that will hopefully be done before I leave in January. Excuse me. And I'm housing this project in another gorgeous bag, which is by a local maker called Patil Knits, and you can find her on Instagram definitely. And I'll link to her website, and all the other information about other projects and things will be in the description box. WIP number 3 is another shawl by local designer Shara Lambeth, who designs under Shara Made. And this beauty is her Fern Shaw shawl. And this is a 2-color brioche, which I find very exciting because this side is a bit plummy, kind of conservative, But then you come over here and you have just this bam of color. So the yarns I've selected in this project are local to me as well. The first one is it's Oyster Yarns Maven Maven base, which is 65% superwash merino, 20% silk, and 15% yak. It's a single ply, and it is so soft. I wish you could feel it. This is a dream to knit with. You can't really see it, but it's got a bit of a halo, and it's just so soft. And I've paired it with this yarn from Owl of Athena Fiber Arts. It is her Argonaut sock base, which is 80% superwash Falkland merino and 20% nylon. Both of these yarns are fingering weight. This color is Fairy Riot. The yarns are beautiful, and I think together they make a lovely, lovely combination. Let's see if I can get that one a little bit closer. If not, I'll put in a close-up photograph. I'm loving that. I'm loving the fabric that makes, especially side B. That's just so gorgeous. Although this side too, when the color pops come through on a brioche project, it's just like magic, isn't it? It takes a bit of concentration for me, but that is, it's just a delight to knit on. And I hope everybody asks me about my projects, so I'll have the opportunity to tell them all about some of our fabulous makers. The last WIP that I want to share with you today is what I'm planning to use for my travel knitting on my long haul flight. I've gotten a really good start. Whoops, just lost a stitch marker there. I've gotten a really good start on the Corey Inn poncho by Amy Palco. This I am making in a 100% yak yarn from Rewa Fibers in the colorway Mama's Dress. Now, my husband brought me home this yarn from his trip to the United States earlier this year, and I've never worked with 100% yak yarn before, but it is so soft, and I decided to make a rollover neck for my poncho to make it extra cozy, extra Corey. So there that is. There's some delightful short rows on it, and from here on out it will be just knitting and doing the increases where I'm meant to do them, hopefully. The one thing that I'm actually super grateful for in this poncho was the short rows. Now, I made a mistake and dropped one of the short rows, but then I discovered that I could actually just fix it, and I will put a link to the YouTube video that I used to pick up the dropped short rows. It was very handy, and it'd just be a good place to store it in case I need it next time. And thank goodness for YouTube. But I love this pattern, and I've seen a couple of finished ponchos, obviously the ones that Amy has shown on her Instagram, but also Selma from Little Big Knits knit a beautiful purple version, and I cannot wait to work on this a bit more. It's one of those knits that I think can really just transport you into that really mindful space that, well, I'm always trying to achieve when I'm knitting. Anyway, thank you, Amy, for this poncho pattern. It's I'm really, really excited to knit it. This brings me now to acquisitions. And in line with my trip to Vogue Knitting and my trip to Susanna, Susanna kindly lent me 3 of her sample sweaters to wear while I'm at the Vogue Knitting convention. I'm doing classes. There's a heap of classes that you can take while you're there. So I've got classes Thursday and Friday, and then I'll be hitting the yarn market that they have on the Saturday morning before I train back to Boston. Anyway, here are the sweaters that Susanna has kindly lent me. The first is her obviously EXP sweater. I've been highlighting this sweater a lot. You can see mine over here in the corner, but that's getting gifted, so I won't have it to wear by the time I get to New York City. The second one, I'm actually very excited to show, because this pattern is coming early in 2024 for Susanna. It's the Retke sweater. And how fabulous is this? Gosh, I love it. And I really want it. The yarn that this sweater is made out of is a special finish yarn, so I've just got to figure out how to get it. I think it will be a real hit. I think people will really like it. And then the last sweater that Susanna has lent me kindly is one of my favorites as well, the Jubal sweater. And this, oops, to steam that a bit. This is in Kamarose Snifug, and it is so soft. I'll be very excited and warm when I'm in New York City in January, which will be freezing. Anyway, I'll be looking very stylish. Thank you, Susanna, for lending me these, and I hope that I get lots of questions about them. The last acquisition that I want to talk about was a completely unexpected package that arrived on my doorstep about a week and a half ago. And that was a package, a bit of a care package of an advent sent to me by my dear friend Danny over at A Knitter's Suitcase. Danny so thoughtfully put together 7 little parcels, all wrapped up in little sacks like this. And I think we've been friends online, and we've had our adventure in Bendigo, and I think Danny was just so perceptive as a friend, and she selected the most beautiful colors that I love, and here they are so far, days 1 through 6. Is this beautiful pinks and purples, this incredible hot pink fuchsia color. I love that it's blowing out a little bit. It's a bit darker. This, again, this is like very much like my Fairy Riot color, and it's incredible. I love pink and green together, so that's a huge hit. Another beautiful variegated purple. And another multicolor with speckles. These are just incredible. And the last is this gorgeous deep purple color with the most beautiful stitch markers. In addition to the yarn, she sent the cutest little bits. There was a tray, a small tray, this really cute pin that I'll be putting on one of my project bags, these gorgeous earrings, Christmas sweater earrings that say "Slay all day." That's what I do at work. And a bit of tea to keep me company, along with a few of her handmade handmade items. The first being this lovely Christmas coaster. And the one thing I really appreciate about Dani's bags is how she chooses her contrast fabrics. So this is the front of the coaster, and then when you turn it over, it's just these gorgeous happy prints. And if that wasn't enough, Dani put it all inside this beautiful bag, Christmas themed sock bag, or sock project bag with a drawstring. And she's used that same polka dot fabric on the inside, and the drawstring here keeps everything tidy, and it sits up as well on its own, so you can have it on a table or on the floor next to you. And thank you so much, Dani, because when this package came, it made my day. I'm saving package number 7. I have a pretty big day at work tomorrow, so I thought, regardless of what happens, I'll have that one last package to open up, and it will make me so happy. Just thank you. I cannot thank you enough. Just a quick wardrobe change so that I could introduce our Cowl wrap-up. I just wanted to thank everybody so much for participating and sending your photos of your works in progress and your finished objects. All of your sweaters were incredible. And I think the Sanna sweater cowl was a roaring success. I think cowls are really fun. They are a bit of work to organize, but I reckon I might do another one next year, perhaps in the lead up to Bendigo. Would you like that? Would you like a Bendigo sweater theme? And maybe a meetup? Who knows? If there is, and you have any ideas about what sweater you might like to make, why don't you put it to me, or write to me in the comments below and let me know what you'd like to make. As I said at the beginning, Susanna and I got together to draw the prizes, and I just want to thank again our prize, or those who donated prizes, including Susanna, Kaarna from Louie and Lola, Anna from Stitchcraft and Wizardry, Katrina from Pirate Pearl, and Dani from A Knitter's Suitcase. Thank you so much. And I also just want to thank again Kaarna from Louie and Lola for gifting me this yarn to make this beautiful sweater. And I hope you've all enjoyed the Louie and Lola kits for the EXP. And now I will put you over to the clip that Susanna and I recorded earlier that announces the cowl winners. Hello, I am here with Susanna Kaarna, one of my besties. Hi, Susanna.
Hi, Kaarna. It's good to see you again and have you visit.
Yeah, no, I love the ride up here. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful drive and an easy one too on the Hume.
Yes, it's very easy. Well, Susanna and I are here together to announce the prize winners for the Sanna sweater cowl that has been going for the last few months. It finished on the 30th of November, and we've seen some absolutely incredible examples of Susanna's work. Both the EXP sweater, which is the one that Susanna has on, and the Jubal sweater, which is the one that I'm wearing. Oh, it's got these beautiful cable detail down this side. And it's very
soft, that one.
It's very soft. You might not be getting this back, just kidding.
Not kidding.
So we've had some incredibly generous donations of prizes for the cowl. So I guess well, should we call it grand prize? I don't know. They're all really good. I wish I could win them.
Yeah, same.
The first prize is $150 Stash Enhancement gift card to Louie and Lola. You can surely find some beautiful yarn from Kaarna.
Yeah.
The second prize is the Kaarna sock yarn and pattern set from Susanna.
And this is yarn is by Tess from Fluff and Nonsense. It's her BFL sock base, and it comes in this purple and pink colorway.
That will be
And pattern is included, of course, as well.
that will be an absolutely beautiful pair of socks. I have that kit, and it's in my queue of socks. I've got a few.
We all.
The next prize is this really handy cake holder or ball holder from Stitchcraft and Wizardry. Thank you, Anna, so much for donating it. It's really cool because I think they're 3D printed.
That is cool.
Yeah.
And so pretty.
It is so pretty. This skein of yarn comes with it, so we'll get that mailed off to whoever is winning that one.
I'd want one in every colour so you can always like match your
Oh,
skin.
coordinated.
Yeah.
Coordinated, yes.
Yeah.
I think she does have various different colors.
I'm going to have to look that up. I haven't seen them before.
Really be pretty, even just to have on the shelf.
Yeah, so nice.
Right? So that's very handy. Then Danny from A Knitter's Suitcase has donated a project bag. So you'll be able to go on her Etsy shop and pick one out for yourself.
It's a gift voucher.
A gift voucher. Then we've got a bit of yarn as well. So Pirate Pearl, Katrina from Pirate Pearl has donated this gorgeous skein of Blackbeard. It's a non-repeatable colorway, so you're really getting a one-of-a-kind skein. It's got these beautiful orange and kind of purple colors in it.
It's beautiful. And Blackbeard is the base that I have used in the this EXP as well, actually.
It's incredibly soft. It's 90% Polwarth and 10% silk. I'm using it for a shawl right now as well. So
nice.
It's beautiful yarn, beautiful yarn. So what I've done is I've put everybody's name in a hat. This hat, because I'm bringing the color. This is my Lullaby hat, actually, by Marzina Kolacek. It's done in a Woolen Works merino single chunky. It's
lovely.
really soft, hey?
Is that from her Barbie range?
No, it's
before that. Oh,
yeah.
She did have the lovely pinks even before that.
Yeah, her
But yeah, it looks like it could be from that.
And the Barbie collection is incredible.
Yeah.
And my pom-pom from Lovely Loops Designs is really fun with this one. So,
Cute.
all right, ready?
All right. Am I pulling out a name?
Yep.
All right.
For the,
What are we doing first?
what should we do first? Should we go gift card to yarn?
All right.
So for the $150 Louie and Lola gift card.
So the biggest one first. All right. Who's the lucky winner? All right, this one. All right.
Wendy Lee. Congratulations, Wendy.
Congratulations.
All right.
Should have just read my name.
So this is for the Kaarna sock kit.
All right. Let's see.
Justine Knits 21.
There you go. Congratulations. And
Then for the yarn holder
all right.
from Stitchcraft and Wizardry, we've got Elena Caffrey. Yay!
Congrats, Elena. And
The
Pirate Phil? This one?
the bag, the project bag. Sorry, from Danny at A Knitter's Suitcase.
Project bag. All right.
We've got Nomi's Knits. Yay!
There you
Then the Pirate Pearl.
All right. Now the pirate fell. Oops, oh, I've got two. Better mix them up here. Serious business.
Rowena Bakir. Congratulations, Rowena.
Congratulations.
That's fun. All right, so to claim your prize, please DM me on Facebook, or sorry, not Facebook, on Instagram. And I will organize trying to get, or coordinating getting the prizes to you. And we'll work that out.
Thank you so much to everyone who has joined the Cowl. It has been so much fun to see all the finished sweaters and all the fun colours and all the creativity that everyone has put into it. It's been just a joy.
And for those who haven't, who've started but not finished your sweaters, keep going, because I think it will be worth the effort when you get back into your kind of winter knitting.
Yeah. It's not really the season for jumpers right now, is it? But, yeah, we have the aircon on just while we're filming, so we can wear this.
But it is,
Yeah.
I reckon you could wear this in the evening, on a cool summer evening.
Yeah, we get cool evenings still.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, well, thank you so much for filming this segment with me.
No problem.
It's been really fun to catch up.
Yeah, it has. Thanks for coming up for a visit.
No problem. So congratulations to all of our winners. Please get in touch with me either through direct message on Instagram or email. I'll put my email address in the description box below. So that is a wrap for Purlfect Pairings in 2023. I won't be able to record any other full-length episodes this year. I'll continue doing the little vlogmas that I have going on with my advents, and I will do a bit of a feature on them perhaps for the January episode. Just want to take a moment to thank everybody who has supported the podcast throughout this year. So grateful for everyone who watches, who has subscribed, who has commented, and I really enjoy the little community that we have here. And I want to wish everybody a wonderful festive season, whatever holiday you celebrate or not, and that you have a very happy new year. And until next year, happy knitting!